So about a year ago, I gave away my television. I wanted to see what life would be like without it, and I wanted to see if I would actually miss it. And I also realized that I was, even though not spending a ton of time watching TV, it was too much. At least it was too much for the type of life that I want to be living. And I decided that I was going to give it away. Now I want to make a little disclaimer. I do have a computer just like most of you, and I do watch YouTube, or you can rent TV shows and whatever else. So there is one show that I watch, and I do watch some sports. Um, Not a lot, but I just want to make that clear. I don't watch absolutely zero anything, but I don't have a television or cable or satellite or anything like that. So, with that being said, I guess the first question that people might be wondering is, did I miss it? And the short answer is a little bit. Mostly no. The only time I caught myself missing it was in the winter months when it's cold out, and I live in Minnesota and it gets real cold here and there's not as much to do, because nobody wants to be outside and it's just not fun to go outside when it's -10 out or whatever. And there's just less things to do, so I'd be like, it'd be kind of nice to have a TV right now. And I did miss video games a little bit. I also don't have a video game system right now. And I dabble in video games. I'm not definitely not a hardcore gamer or anything like that. But in like January, February, December, those months, uh, I did miss it a little bit. Right now, not at all. Last summer, not at all. In the fall, not at all. Um, the winter, a little bit, yeah. So that being said, if you're watching this, you might be thinking about getting rid of your TV, or just wondering what life might be like without it, and seeing what someone without one, what their life might be like. I don't regret it at all. As you may know from some of my other videos, I'm a minimalist, so I like to own the least amount of things possible that while I am still getting value out of them. Um, and I had to reevaluate what value was owning a television giving to my life, and it was taking more value than it was giving, because I felt that if I gave away my TV, let me rephrase that. I felt like if I missed something on television, what would I actually be missing? I mean, if you could take away, if you just could erase all the time that you've watched TV in your life, what would you actually miss out on? You know what I mean? To me, it wouldn't be very much at all. Outside of like sporting events for me, like I like sports, and a small amount of sports, I wouldn't actually feel like I missed very much. Um, yeah, and please don't think I'm making this as a judgmental video, or I'm looking down on you if you do own a television. I'm saying, do you really want to spend your life watching other people live life, and watching other people live a fake life most of the time? If you're watching a television show, obviously it's scripted, so it's not even real life. It's pretend. And to me, it doesn't make sense to spend your life living it that way. I would encourage you to live life in real life. And also, the older I get, I just turned 30, by the way, the more I'm realizing the precious, finite resource that is time. And you only get so much time. You've heard that phrase before, but I think I'm starting to realize that more and more all the time. You only get so much time. There's only so much time in a day. There's only so much time in a year. There's only so much time you get in your life. And seeing, there's been a few celebrity deaths lately too. Not that celebrities are everything, of course. They're just people like you and I. But seeing Kimbo Slice, Muhammad Ali, Ed Prince, just all within the last few months. Life is not that long. For those guys, it wasn't that long, and and I would rather see myself, and I would rather see you live your own life, be productive, get meaning, find meaning in your life, and not waste a lot of time watching other people live life. I just read that the average American watches about 3 hours of TV every day. To me, that's excessive. I understand you have your time that you want to wind down if you come home from work or everyone's got their show. Not saying don't do that, everyone likes that. But 3 hours a day to me is excessive. And some people watch a lot more than that. Not here to judge. I'm here to encourage you to make a change for the positive, for the better. And if you're thinking about getting rid of your TV, I would say do it and see how much you miss it. If you realize I just can't live without it, fine, at least you know. But whoever said that every American household has to own a TV or 7 TVs? So that's my video for today. And it's been almost a year. Life without TV. It's not that bad.